Good morning to you all, sports fans. And I thought I'd get this off my chest, put it on my sports channel. I was just flipping through my files and looking for a video that I made, I think last year, about the NFL, since it is the NFL Sunday with the Super Bowl today or tonight with Seattle and Denver playing for the Super Bowl title. Of course, the Super Bowl is every year with different teams coming. Of course, some teams repeat, but there are different teams coming all the time. But I'm going to get on with this. I was looking through my files on my disk for a video that I made. It's called My Take on NFL Draft Buzz. Now, I can't find it, so I'll probably try and reconstruct it, the video. I just wanted to say that NFL draft busts are common because the players that get drafted, that get first chosen by a certain team, they're expected to perform and expected to give a winning season to the team, but they end up being a bust. I mean, look at this player, Ryan Leaf. He ended up busting, and Andre Ware, he ended up busting too. And all these running backs, Curtis Enos, Keaton Carter, and Lawrence Phillips, he ended up busting too. And we cannot forget Rick Meyer. But the biggest bust was Ryan Leaf. Now, I've seen him play a couple of times. The first game with the San Diego Chargers, he was very good. But then a few games, he ended up throwing a lot of interceptions. And from my perception, he kind of looked sluggish out there. So, yeah, he ended up as a bust. And of course, Andre Bruce was a bust too. I mean, he looked very fast on the field, but that couldn't offset his off the field problems in a way. Because I don't know, they heard reports that he held a BB gun against some sort of pizza delivery man. But yeah, a lot of NFL busts. Of course, with the NFL busts, they get paid so much money. And of course, the team owners, they waste a whole lot of money on them. That sometimes they get their money back and sometimes they don't. But most times they don't get their money back due to the bust. And so that's pretty much it. I'm glad Russell Wilson didn't become a bust. Well, last year he played well and he made the Pro Bowl. And I made a video about free agency busts. Usually the problem with that is that they go to a different team and they don't play as well. In some cases they do, but most times they don't. But I'm not going to get into that video. I'm just talking about draft busts right now, NFL draft busts, and a couple of sports things. And I must say that high expectations come to certain players that get drafted first, since these sport team owners are betting a lot of money on the players. And of course, they got to think about their jobs too. But I'm just curious as to who really owns those NFL teams. Since I've been listening to this Stefan, I don't know his last name, but he's a podcaster with his own radio show, saying something about the truth about the Super Bowl, NFL Super Bowl. he said saying something about team owners and taxpayers funding all the sport, the whole league. And there's some truth to that. I mean, I think these teams are funded by taxpayers' money. But I don't really want to get into the tax situation right now. As I keep saying, football, especially NFL football, is big business. And like anything, it's a job that gets performed. It's like the regular job I go to on an almost daily basis, even on a part-time basis. And these players that get drafted first, they're out there to do a job. Of course, maybe prolong their careers in the process. And taking all sorts of risks like injuries and basically maybe their lives. Because the concussion, you got to think about the concussions that players get. And most of these head injuries can be dangerous and life-threatening in a way. So that's something to consider. And I'll just get back to the draft bus. These players that get they're often bust in the NFL, usually because of probably a lack of education. They're not able to find things to do or find a different occupation to get into or a basic skill set that they can develop. Because all they want to do is play football and get a high salary. But according to the draft bus, we all know that's not possible. And I also know that the average NFL career is only about 2-3 years. And if they bust, sometimes other teams pick them up and other teams don't pick them up. So, but often when they do get a prolonged career, they're unable to live up to the hype or expectations that gets put on them. So I thought I'd get that off my chest. This is pretty much a NFL draft bus revisited, or a new version of it anyways. So I can't find my other video. I'll be back with another video, but it's not going to go on this channel. Take care and enjoy today's Super Bowl between Denver and Seattle. Bye.